Hey y'all, it's Theo. I am here at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm at the DC Comics booth. You all don't even know about this. This is upstairs, and it's just nice and quiet. I'm chilling with my boy Morgan Hampton. So let me just tell you. So I was prepping for this, and I just had all these Green Lantern questions popped up, and then all of a sudden, you get to the Metropolis panel at today's Comic-Con. First of all, congratulations, Theo.
Thank
You
you.
get to write my boy John Henry line. So Steph kind of prepped us.
Yeah.
She said, a couple hours, y'all gonna be adding a third image out there. And,
Yeah.
and like, okay, well, how many DC panels? Oh, we getting Steel. We getting Steel. Yeah. So, John Henry,
Yeah.
how did it feel?
It feels good. Here's the thing too. I don't know how much I can say,
Right.
so I'm going to be a little trepidatious. But I will say, to answer your question, it feels great. I've loved the character for a long time, and of course, like a lot of Black characters, like you want to see more from them, and he just hasn't been around too much outside of in other people's books and stuff like that. So it's exciting to have the opportunity to give him the runway to have a really nice development.
And just so we know, yeah, we got Steel. We getting John Henry Irons, but in
Yeah.
his world, he's a married man.
Yeah.
Talana Lane, who's also a superhero.
Yeah.
He also has Natasha. So you're gonna
Yeah, it's a
you're
lot.
gonna have little hands
And-
in a little bit of everything.
Here's what I can say, because it's not spoiling anything, is you don't know what's coming in this book.
All right.
It's not expected. I will say that.
Okay.
I think you're gonna expect a certain type of book because it's Steel, and you're gonna get that, but you're getting a whole lot more that I even surprised myself with when I came up with the pitch, that I was able to make certain things work that maybe you wouldn't think a Steel book would be able to tackle. You're never gonna guess the things that are going to be going on in this book, and I'm so excited.
So I'm gonna leave that alone
Yeah.
because again, I'll be reaching and I'll be picking and pulling, trying to get whatever I can. So let's talk about Green Lantern Corps.
Sure.
So you guys can't see, but to the side of us is Patrick, our friend Jeremy Adams.
Yeah.
And of course, you took over. You all had dual duty. That when the series first started,
Right.
it's been yours ever since. I guess my first question, because it's the one that's been picking at me most,
Yeah.
and it's in a good way. Where we are right now with this current arc, we
Yeah.
have Guy as the All Sight.
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit back in history before we get there. Take us into the decision-making process. How you decided to go with Guy to be the All Sight? Was it
Yeah.
hey, he's in DCKO, let's go with it there, or was it I'm just gonna go to Paul and say, hey Paul, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Paul run with it. What was
Yeah,
that
it
thought?
was the first one. It was hey, we're gonna have him in DCKO, and they told me he was gonna come back different with some type of seeing abilities, and that's really all they gave me. 'Cause, everyone from DCKO had some type of vision when they came back, right? That's all they told me, was that we want him to come back changed, a little bit more powerful, and he's gonna be seeing things. And I didn't know what else to go on from that. So all the other stuff with him being the All Sight, with him specifically seeing the emotional entities, all that is stuff that I had to just kind of roll with and figure out. And I'm happy it's resonating with everything.
Yeah, so let me tell you. Everybody who knows me knows that Guy is my favorite Lantern.
Yeah.
And then it's followed by Joe and Jessica. But what we've seen since Guy has taken on this ability at the All Sight is we've seen a change in character. He's not that dick that we've known him to be. He's
Yeah.
not that crash, shoot first, hit first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
Where are you taking Guy by the time all of this comes to an end?
Yeah, I mean, I think my intention is not really to change who he is. It's just to give context as to why he is the way that he is. Guy has always been such an interesting and fun character. To be honest, also, I've always been very indifferent towards Guy. He wasn't my favorite Lantern, but I didn't hate him at all either. But my thing, I've told you this before, I'm always character first, and I love digging into what makes a character tick. And, he's got, one of those tragic backstories with, abusive father and all that type of stuff. So I wanted to just give context to why he has to put on this front to be this kind of brash individual in his everyday life. So that's kind of my
Okay.
thing.
So the other dynamic I want to talk about is the one that's between Joe and Jess.
Yeah.
Jess being the core leader, but Joe seems to be this unofficial number two.
Yeah.
And I'm taking this because of her experience.
Yeah.
That really lends a hand to what Jess is wanting to do as the core leader.
Yeah, I mean, the Jess thing has been really fun to explore because, you know, she's agoraphobic, and we kind of did this a little bit in issue 6, that like she's gotten to a place of leadership now in the core that like work is comfortable for her, and she doesn't have to leave her office because she's a leader. So now it's like her agoraphobia is kind of taking another form where she can hide behind her duty to kind of like fall back into those unhealthy habits. And it's just like, okay, well, I'm still, you know, I need to be the core leader. I need to call these shots. So I need to be here in the office. But at the same time, it's like, you also need to go outside. You still have to find that work-life balance. And I like to explore the aspect of, you know, when everyone's going through something, like, it's not like you don't overcome it one day and then you're just through with it. It's a constant everyday thing. You have to get up every day and tackle that battle, whatever is afflicting you, and climb that hill every day. You know, and that's kind of what I'm exploring with her.
So we have one more issue with this arc, with the off-site. The Manhunters are coming, or they're there. That or now.
The Aya Hunters,
and the Aya Hunters, let's call them that. And Jess and Guy are still in the expanse. They're having this conversation with the entities.
Yeah.
What can fans expect in this last issue of this arc?
Oh man, without teasing much, you know, we've been building towards this idea of like, you know, since everybody's been on OA, of like Jess has been wanting to kind of unify everything into one core, right? Like we don't know if that's possible, but like we've never really tried. Let's see if we can do it. How powerful can that make us if we can actually do that? So that's what I can say is like what they're trying to do. We'll see how that ends up happening by the end of next issue, because of the things that are in front of them with the Aya Hunters and all that. But yeah, that whole thing is a confrontation of just like, can we control our own emotion, or can the mindless or the emotionless beings use the power of emotion better than we can because they're not, you know, hindered by it, you know?
So this is gonna be my last question. Jotron. Was that was that idea of from Voltron, or was it Power Rangers that kind of?
It's a little bit of all of it.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah. I you know, she likes anime and manga and all that, so I figured there's some, you know, 27 season show that she would have liked that she could be inspired by. But yeah, it's all of that. Voltron, Power Rangers, it's the other 80s one, not Transformers.
Ooh.
Gundam.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out.
I mean, and it was so distinct in how you had each piece represent an emotional entity.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh man,
If we had the Star Sapphires, that would have been like the torso where the heart was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy over here.
I mean, well, we've been trying to get Hal and Carol married, so you know.
If they didn't put a kibosh on it, they said like there's no marriage, you can't marry him.
Oh man. So we're talking to Jeremy Adams with us.
No, I'm not here. No, good morning. Sorry. I expect you good things. You're a friendly co-collaborator.
Yeah. So speaking of which, you know, we got this all coming to an end. How soon will we start seeing more of Hal interacting with the core?
In a couple months, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, October-ish,
Okay.
November. Yeah.
All right.
Can't really say what or how, but like,
Right.
If I get an issue
yeah. But yeah, as we teased on the panel, like we are going to be doing something that's going to be jumping between 2 books. So all the characters, I mean, I've got pretty much 99.9% of the characters, and he's got Hal and Kyle, but they will all be coming together for something
right.
pretty big. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I can ask you some questions too, but I don't want to get in.
corner, I will, but this is a good time to show.
That's right. Oh man, let me tell you, I've been.
Everything anyways.
Oh yeah, I've been in.
Deal with me going like, hey, I know this really
Kathleen, yeah.
Kathleen.
She's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely elevates the process for sure, which is what a good editor is supposed to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So again, Morgan, thank you so much. Again, Green Lantern Corps. The final issue of this arc is getting ready to come out. I've already read it, so I know what's
Oh,
going to
you've
happen.
already read it. Okay. You were asking that question like you didn't know anything.
Blame Clark. But yeah, so I'm excited for where everything is going with the core and what you guys coming out. Although I would like to see Odyssey make up her mind whether or not she's gonna go and chase after Khan or start messing with Kyle while he's trying to. You can never tell with Odyssey. She's a time pirate. She's a time pirate. But but seeing Kyle and Jade is just. I love it, Morgan. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it again.
Thanks
congratulations for Still.
Thank you.
He got all the rings.
I got 4 rings. I need one more.
You got one more
ring. Yeah.
You'll steal one from somebody.
I know, right?
I
have enough power to steal one. I shouldn't use that power to do that, but I could if I wanted to.
Well, if you find an orange one, it's yours. It's yours.
That's true.
Yeah, so continue having fun with the emotional core.
Thank you.
I truly appreciate it.
I appreciate it.